Hi, I'm Tarquin. This is my first video. I am gender neutral, currently identify as gender neutral, and I recently came out to my parents, which was very scary. I told my mum that I'm confused about my gender. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now. I didn't really know what to say to them, so I decided to not say anything at all, just because I know that I wouldn't have been able to explain it properly. I still really don't know how to explain it. I don't really understand it completely myself, but I have gone into a lot of research, and I've done lots and lots of research on gender, the different kinds of gender. I have looked up the different varying genders, right from male through to female and everything in between. I've been looking at transitioning. I'm not sure where I stand on that. I personally, at the moment, I feel like I am gender neutral. I don't really class myself as male or female specifically, but I do know that I do not feel female. I am female from birth. I was assigned the female role 23 years ago by a doctor, but that does not make me female. Gender is very fluid. Lots of people see gender as male or female, but then they don't really understand that gender can be not male, not female, both. There are lots of things that define gender, and lots of those are based on stereotypical views that have been set up on us from a very early age. And me personally, I don't feel like I fit into any stereotypical gender role, and this is why I feel like I am gender neutral. I have told my parents this. I told them that I'm confused about my gender and I don't really know where I stand. Their reaction was quite positive. They say that they are going to support me in whatever decision that I make, whether that be transitioning to male or staying as I am, which is really good, really good. I'm quite happy that they see this, and they partly understand that I don't really know where I stand right now. I know it's going to take time. I know that there's going to be a lot of questions, and there's a lot of questions now that I can't answer. I don't really know how to answer because I don't know where I stand myself. So I know it's going to take time. It's taken me almost 3 years to get to this point where I feel okay enough and feel like I know enough to let my parents know that I am confused. The reason that I came out to my parents is because I've put myself onto the waiting list to see a gender specialist at Sandyford, the gender clinic based in Glasgow. I put myself onto that a few weeks ago, and the waiting time to see a specialist is around 10 months, which is a long time, but then I've waited 3 years. 10 months isn't really that much longer, but at the same time it's another 10 months that I've got to wait before I can see a specialist. So part of me is like, I just want to get this over and done with, but part of me is really glad that I've taken that step now to actually go down the route and see a specialist. This being said, even though it is a 10-month waiting list, I can see the counsellors at the Sandyford clinic, and I phoned them to book an appointment, and I had a letter through the other day, and I have been booked for my first assessment to see a counsellor on the 14th of August, which I am really excited about and really nervous. I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know what to say, but from talking to some people, I know that the person who I will be seeing, Alex, they're very nice, they're very comforting, they're very down to earth, and they're very kind, so I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really stoked. It's finally a step towards being who I want to be and actually finding out who that person is, so I'm really excited. Also, I'm moving soon to a new flat, and once I have got that permanent address, that fixed address, I can start going into the process of changing my name legally to Tarquin, so it's another positive step towards being who I feel I am, so I'm really excited. I know that a lot of people know me by my birth name, and I know that it will take some adjusting to get used to calling me Tarquin, but know this, if you are watching this, know this one thing: my name is not what defines me. At the moment, I'm not going to be offended if you call me by my birth name. If you already know me by my birth name, I'm not going to be offended by that, because that's not how I define myself. I don't define myself by my birth name or by my chosen name. So if you know me by my birth name and you call me by my birth name, I'm not going to go raging mental at you, because I know it's going to take time to adjust. I know it's going to take a while to get used to calling me Tarquin if you already know me by my birth name. What defines me is me, and if you are in my life, if you are a friend, then I know that you don't define me by my name. You define me by who I am. I know this from talking to a lot of people, that some people don't see me as any particular gender anyway, but they do use gendered pronouns just because it's who I am biologically, and it's who I am to the rest of the world. So I know it's going to take time to adjust, and I will give everyone time. It's taken me 3 years to figure out this, so I'm Tarquin, and I'm going to be seeing a gender specialist soon, and I'm really excited.